everyone, and welcome back to Scrappy September. This is our final Scrappy action for the month. Can you believe it? Time has absolutely flown and we've had an absolute blast playing along doing Scrappy September with you all. So in this video, lovely Belinda has made this wonderful little certificate page for all of you who have participated with us, and we are presenting that to you. Also, I have made a little printables package which I can barely show you. Just pretend it's just this half here because I've printed it out with more. And unfortunately my printer is playing up, so nothing is printing nicely and it's all printing really grey brown instead of colours. So I'm trying to figure out my printer at the moment. It's being a nuisance today. But I've also got a little printable sheet here for you guys as well. So these are our little rewards or presents to you guys to say thank you for joining us with Scrappy September. We have had so much fun and we've just loved playing along with you guys so much. And I wish I could show you. I'll try and insert a clip of the printables here because I want to show them to you, but my printer is being a real butt today, so it's not working out for me the way I hoped. Anyway, for our final Scrappy action for the month, I decided that, well, actually Belinda helped me come up with this idea, honestly. We're going to frame our certificates. We're going to make beautiful little frames for our certificates to pop them into our journals because this is special. We've finished a whole month working on this together, so we deserve to have our framed certificates in our journals to celebrate. So that's what we're going to go ahead and do today. So on the printable certificate sheet, you can see there's a pink option here and a greeny blue option here. So we've got the kind of two choices, and that's up to you to decide which one you would like to use because everybody has different color preferences. And so kind of just gives you two options here, what you would like to work with. So I'm going to go ahead and get these cut out and I will meet you back here in a moment. I have this big piece of plastic packaging from some scrapbooking papers. And we're going to use this as the glass for our frame, I believe. You do not need to add glass to your frame. This is just me being a little extra. So I think I'm going to go ahead and cut it down. So I'm actually surprising myself and using the blue and green one for myself because normally I am a pink girl, but today, I don't know, I'm just feeling drawn towards this blue and green. So we're going to go ahead and cut down our plastic to be about the size of our certificate that we've got here. So I'm just cutting it like a scooch bigger. Doesn't have to be, it just needs, it needs to be enough that you're going to be able to actually fit it inside. So here we go. There is the glass for framing our image because we're framing this, it's special. Okay, so I'm just going to pop the rest of that plastic off to the side. I love using plastic packaging from like stickers and scrapbooking supplies in my journals. I do enjoy using it and it's a great way to help the environment. So we're actually trash crafting as well. So on my little certificate, I'm going to first off go ahead and write my name because the award is presented to Lydia Woods. So let's write my name on there. I'm with appreciation from myself to myself, which is very cute. So we've got my little award presented to me in our little plastic packaging, and now we're going to make a pretty frame to go around it so that it's all beautiful and, you know, nicely presented for us. So I'm going to grab out my bin of scrap papers because this is a scrappy action, isn't it? So we need it to be a little scrappy. What I'm also going to do, I'm completely making this up on the fly. I'm also going to, I think, put this down onto a bit of cardstock or paper or something just to give me something to work with. So I'm just moving that plastic out of my way. Probably just paper will be fine, I'd say. That's going to be too small. What have I got? Let me have a rummage and find something. Isn't it amazing how often, as crafters, I have 100 bits of paper next to me, yet I can't find paper appropriate for what I'm wanting to do. Is this going to be alright? It's a little bit small, dang it. Okay, so here's some packaging that I've actually already used as like a backing when I was making some mess. So I'm going to use that, and we're going to just make it a little bit bigger than what we've got going on here. Not much, just a squidge bigger, and that's just so that I have something to stick my scrap paper onto. So you can see I'm not going far out of the edge, just a little ways, just like that. Now this is looking rather big, so make sure it fits inside your journal. If it doesn't fit this way for me, I will probably end up just tipping it in, this beautiful framed piece. And if that's the case, I'm going to stick it around this way, I think, so that this writable side is nice and available to be written on, because I think I'll probably like to write about Scrappy September on there. Okay, so let's go ahead and actually get that bit stuck down. Where is my double-sided tape? When I'm using plastic like this, here it's right in front of me, I will use double-sided tape to adhere that. So we're gonna go ahead and stick down the packaging. Again, you don't have to use packaging. If you don't have this plastic, that's fine. It doesn't need the glass element at all. You can just make a little frame to go around your thing, around your little certificate, without all of this guff. I'm just doing this because I like crafting and it's fun to make stuff. So I'm going a little extra, a little ham with my creating here. So we've got the double-sided tape here on this plastic. I am going to go ahead and peel off the backing and stick it down onto our little cardstock piece here. Line it up, you know, roughly centered. Roughly. That's close enough, isn't it? Okay, so now that we've got that on there, another thing I want to do is I want to seal down this side here. And I can do that in a couple of ways. I'm going to use double-sided tape again, I think. Actually, you know what? I think I'm going to use a little washi. Washi might be easier. So I'm just going to seal down this little side here. Like that, so that my certificate doesn't, you know, can't slip around out the side. And I'm just going to trim off that bit because I don't want to fold it over, because I want this backing nice and clear. So I am going to try, I don't know if it'll work, but I wanted to try to make it so that I can pull the certificate out if I want. But I'm not 100% sure how that's going to work. So, but let's go ahead and start tearing up some scraps and making a little frame here. And I'm going to get out my glue stick. Got that here, ready to go. Here we go. Here's a cute little scrap. This one was sent to me by Belinda in our initial scrap exchange. And so I'm just going to glue these onto the edge here around the frame in different areas. So let's go ahead and get sticking. So how have you guys enjoyed Scrappy September? Is this something that you've enjoyed? I am quite sure Belinda and I know I have enjoyed it, and I'm pretty sure Belinda has enjoyed this too, this whole process of, you know, working on Scrappy September together. It's been so fun. It's been really, really good fun. And yeah, I have learnt so much from Belinda, honestly. Her scrappy actions and her ideas has been so much fun to see her present them. So it's been a blast. Thank you, Belinda. I've really, truly enjoyed this process with you. Digging through all my scraps. What can I find? It's funny how I chose the blue-green certificate and then I keep pulling pink scraps. That's just me. I love pink, but I'm going to add in some of that blue and green as well, I'm quite sure. I may not make this. I'm thinking now that I probably will end up sealing down this by sticking the scraps at the top. I'm not quite sure how else I would do it. And I don't really think I need to be able to pull out the certificate. Particularly if I need a copy of it somewhere else, I can print off another copy. What other scraps do I want to use? I have been really loving this scrap recently. Beautiful magazine piece. Okay. What else? Where's that envelope from Belinda? Here it is. Let's have a good dig in this. Oops, don't need that glitter piece. Let's have a good dig. Here we go. is a nice blue bit that can go on here. Looks good. Okay, what else do I have in here? Honestly, a lot of my own bits of scraps have ended up in this little envelope. Just seems to be the way, isn't it? That bits of paper end up all over the show. I don't know, actually. Maybe other people don't find that to be such an issue, but I certainly end up with bits everywhere. What else do I have in here that I want to use? I mean, there's so many beautiful bits, but a lot of them are quite small that I can't tear them the way I'd want to. Not that, but that's cool, but it's too travel-y for this. I want to use that on something else. Here we go. Let's use a bit of this green. Oh, I didn't realise that was double-sided. Interesting. So what I'm thinking I'm going to do with the excess is perhaps fold it over the back. Let's see how that works. Because I think that will help maybe tie in the back with the front, and then it will also be not way too wide with all of the excess that's coming out the sides, you know. It will just maybe work a little better for me if I fold them around. If this piece will want to fold around is the question. Anyway, we can work on that a little later. And actually that bit there is going to need to get a little trimmed. There we go. This is looking cute though, and it is going to mean that I've sealed up my certificate, but I'm actually fine with that. I'm not too worried. Let's use a little more of this blue. I don't need to find a whole lot of new scraps. I can be repeating some scraps as well, can't I? Because I've got plenty here. And then fold and fold. Just give that little bit there a wee trim. There we go. Looks good. So I would love to see you guys attempt your, however you go ahead and make this frame. If you guys decide to frame your little Scrappy September certificates, please tag Belinda and I, because we would love to see it. Even if you don't frame it and you just use them in your journal, we would love to see them. To see them in journals being used, that's so special. Or the printables as well that I have created. So special when I get to see people using printables in their journals. So fun. So if you've been participating, please go ahead and download that. All of the downloading information and everything will be in the description below. So go ahead and download that, and if you use them, let us know, because we would love, love, love to see them for sure. Always so special when you see people have used digitals you've created in their journals. It is just a delight. Let's fold that one up there. Looking good, looking good. Right, now I'm just going to again trim off that little bit there. I need to put just another small little scrap down here. Okay, we're doing well, we're doing well. And look at this. Isn't this a great way to use up our scraps for Scrappy September? By celebrating Scrappy September and our achievements in that. So fun. So fun. I'm going to stick this down the bottom here, I think. Layer it up a little bit. And it will give me a little something to roll around underneath as well, because this part down here doesn't really have anything coming up under, and I do like this look. It's kind of framing the back of it as well, actually, and it looks really fun. So I want to kind of put a little bit more here as well. What colour do I want to bring across? Maybe some more of this little bit here. There we go, and now we need that top bit, maybe something down here and here. What colours do we want? I think I'm going to use a bit more of this flamingo piece up the top. I really enjoy that, it's really super funky. So let's go ahead and add in a little more of this flamingo up here. Fold it over, that's quite a lot folded over, but that's alright. And then yeah, so here, here and here I want to have a little bit more as well, just to keep that coming around. Look how cute this is looking, guys. I'm loving it. Loving it. Okay, so where was it? I wanted a little bit down at this corner here. I kind of want some yellow, I think. Let's pull out a bit of this. I think because there's a little bit of yellow up here, I kind of want to bring that yellow in further around. There's a little yellow, and I just want a bit more yellow. So let's fold that, like place that down there and then fold it up and around over here. That little bit there is just not quite glued down. Let's fix that up. There we go. A little bit of that yellow there, that looks good. And then we just want a little bit here and here. Okay, what do we want to use there then? Let's use maybe a little bit of this blue. And that was up here, so let's go ahead and put that bit up in there. Oh, scoot it down a little bit. There we go. Beautiful. And then a little bit just down in the middle here, and I think I want some pink again, so let's just use this little scrap of hot pink here. Down the bottom. I think this will look good, and I don't think I need it to be quite that big, so we'll half that. And then tuck it on the bottom here and fold it up and over. Guys, that's looking so good. So it's all framed now in our little, we've got our little certificate in its frame. That looks super cute, and around the back we've got space to write if we want to tip it in or pop it in a pocket or something like that. So it's all framed, all sealed up in its little glass cover, and then yeah, I've got this really super funky scrap frame, and then place to write about Scrappy September for me on the back, because definitely have some great memories of Scrappy September that I will want to document, and just how thankful I am for Belinda and doing this with her. This has been a blast. I hope you guys have enjoyed Scrappy September. Once again, if you have enjoyed this, please go ahead and print off your own little Scrappy September certificate and the printables and add them in, and let us know if you have. Tag us. We would love to see it. So thank you so much for watching. This is your final Scrappy action. Can we believe it? I hope you guys have enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys again next month for more fun. Bye!